G'day guys, welcome back to another video of Parker's Garage, or welcome to another episode, I should say. So today, I'm currently in isolation because one of my friend's partners tested positive and they stayed over our house and shit like that, so I was considered a close contact. So yeah, work was like, oi, go home for 7 days. And I was like, alright then, I guess I have to. And upon driving home, I may or may not have been doing some sillies, and I got busted. I got caught, but I got defected, which was pretty upsetting. So the defect was for too low. He also was like, "Oi, you can't legally have a lock or diff." I just said to him it was really rebuilt and just real tightly shimmed. I was just like, "Yeah, she's real tightly shimmed, mate," you know. And he was like, "Oh, okay." So I sort of skimmed me teeth on that one, really skimmed me teeth on that one. But today I'm going to be building some of the fuel, because I got a fuel pressure regulator on here. You can't really see it. There it is. And I plan on putting a new Raceworks one in. So I got a Raceworks fuel rail for the skyline and shit, and then just a whole bunch of ancillary fittings, but I've also got a Raceworks FPR, so I'm going to use a fuel pressure reg. I also got a thing for this because a friend of mine has a surge tank for the R31, so I'm pretty sure he's going to sell me that. And I got some TI wheels, so when I go sliding we can use them. I've also got, mind the mess, it is a little messy here. I've also got a spare plenum that we plan to do a forward facing on. So I'm going to yop that fella off, cut her here, and then going to make a forward facing and delete a whole bunch of weird vacuum activated solenoids that we really don't need. But for now, I'll show you how low it is. And I think he's I've got to raise it like 10 mil. He tried to get 100 mil underneath the front sway bar, which was like the lowest point. And I think my ground clearance was like 50 something mil. So he wasn't too happy. So yeah, I got to raise it a decent amount, or I'm going to try to do some wizardry. We'll see what we come up with. But I'll show you how low it is real quick. Here is the beast in all her former glory. She's a little, it's quite dirty at the moment just because I haven't had time to wash it and so on. I've been stuck sleeping and shit. Oh, I'll show you some stuff that I did do it as well. I did do, where is it? Oh yeah, this is the new shed setup. So my partner, her sister, was nice enough to give us a whole bunch of shelving and stuff. So now I've got, this is all Corolla parts stuff, some spare R31 parts, more Corolla stuff, and then more Corolla stuff in that box up there, and then that is all Corolla stuff. So there's a lot, I have a lot of Corolla stuff, not much Skyline stuff, but we'll slowly get there. I plan on maybe seeing if I can pick up a short block or something, so I can gap the rings and do the bearings and so on, because after learning a fair bit about engines with Max, I'm fairly confident to rebuild an engine for this. So when I turbo it, we're going to shoot for maybe 300-400, but I will still check with the guys, just get some info on it and so on. But nonetheless, sorry, I got distracted. So currently that is the lowest point of the car, and at the moment it's not even, I'd say a hand's gap from the ground. So it is really quite low. So yeah, it's one of those things that I've now got to take on and try and fix. So see how we go. But at this point in time, I'm just going to raise it up just a tad. So we'll see what we come up with, see what we can do. Update on this nugget, just waiting on a ring pack still. Unknown of where that's coming from. It's got to come from the US. So this thing at the moment is I'm not going to say it's on the back burner because it's definitely not. I'm still full steam ahead with it. But since driving this, I will be completely honest, it has totally just shifted me to wanting this. Because when I had the XR6 Turbo, it was all right. It was pretty peppy. But with this thing being NA, it's not very fast. I think I think Getz has almost beat this thing. No, I'm just kidding. This is an awesome drift car. It's sole purpose. But obviously, once we get some boost under it, you know, it'll be a bit more of a fun car to drive once we're making like 350, 400-ish. It'd be good. But this thing, yeah, I'm really itching to drive it. Really, really wanting to get behind the wheel of it again. So for now, this is where it sits. Still got a fair bit of stuff to do. I've got to go chat with Max. Pretty sure we're going to go Haltech IC7 Dash. Let me just get in the nugget real quick. Oh, I love this interior though. It smells so good. Smells like dirty Corolla. But, oh shit, sorry. Getting a bit blocked in by, there we go. That's better. So, yeah, for now, just going to get a Haltech IC7 Dash. I think it gives you more inputs and outputs, so I don't have to get an I/O expander box from Haltech. And also, just going to drop the secret on this. This is currently, I've been chatting with Max about it. He just made his first loom for a guy named Brad Fisher at Fish and Drifts, I think his YouTube is, or something. And I think the plan is to put a Haltech in this. And I'm going to actually be making the loom, but Max is going to show me the ropes because he actually did a really, really good job on that. Like, hands down to Max, it looks sick. Like, considering the loom I got in this is very high quality, like it is very well built from Sam White at White is Wiring. This, I've never had any issues with anything on this, with this loom, other than it scratching my paint, but that's okay because it needs to get redone anyway. But, like, just the quality of the stuff that you actually get. See if I can find, oh, this is my injector loom and so on, and then my coil and plug loom as well. This stuff is insane. And then I got a whole bunch of Plasma Man parts for the throttle body on the Corolla, so I don't know if you can see that, but that's how it's going to be. Big beast. And then I've actually got to put in a fitting into this. So that'll be our feed, I believe, something like that. Off the top of my head, yeah, it'll be like my feed for the Corolla. And then we'll put some AN fittings on the end of it. So that should be all go ahead soon. I got my injectors upstairs. Just got some Bosch 1000cc's. Oh, scratch myself. And then just got a whole bunch of spare parts. Hey, like everywhere. Everywhere's just spare parts. Like parts on parts everywhere. This is for a guy with the XR6 Turbo. I've got to make him a screamer or a screamer port for his exhaust. So I'll probably do that sometime. But yeah, we'll see. So fairly short-lived. I always noticed that the coilovers had a little bit of like a weird knock, and it was like a, oh, that's why. That's why. So I'm in the middle of tightening that up right now, just because it was stupid. So I raised it. It was originally from, call it to the bottom there, was exactly like 9 mil, this mark here. So I raised it up to about 11 mil. So hopefully that's all good. All right, it's one side all done, no more movement. It's nice and tight. Spring doesn't flop around like a spastic. So I've raised it up a decent amount. So now, like, oh, what's that? You have a look in millimeters. Like just on that thread. Oh, raised it about 2 mil by eye, or about there. So about 2 mil is how high I've raised it. So I'll see how it looks. I'm going to go do the other side. I'll throw the wheel back on this side, but for now everything is tight. Nothing's moving around, so I'm going to go do that. All right, so far I haven't touched this one at all. Just got over it, took the wheel off, and this is what I mean, like, that is not good, okay? So props to whoever built this car. You need to learn more about what you're doing, all right? I'm not saying that you, like, just attention to detail is a big key, and that, pretty sure anyone would think that's not good. And I mean, like, these are tight. Like, on the other side, I had to spray them with WD-40 and a penetrant spray as well, just to be able to get these things loose because they're crusty. So like it's pretty obvious that these are tight, and that's just not on. You know, I'm driving this car, and obviously, yeah, should have checked it because obviously I knew there was a little bit of a knock. I suspected it would be caster arms because I was standard R31 caster arms. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's just very frustrated at that. Like, that's just bothersome, very bothersome. But I'm gonna get to fixing it the right way, and yeah, wish me luck. All right, guys. So the car is done after a lot of, obviously, vented my frustrations on the last one because, like, I always noticed it had like a bit of a knock in the front end, and I was a bit concerned. I was like, oh. And I know that there does need, well, one caster arm bush is not bad, but there is a tiny bit of planets. Obviously, that's not a contributing factor. But yeah, it's just frustrating to sort of find out that, like, even the locking collets were fairly loose as well on the right hand side. The left hand side one's really tight, so that was, I mean, that was good but bad because there's no point having a fucking tight locking collet if the spring's slapping around in there. Like, just defeats the purpose, really. But I'm not sure whether it was to get it lower or not, but the car does sit a fair bit higher in the front end, but the car is on a little bit of a hill, so once I get it on flat ground I'll be able to see a lot easier. But hopefully this will keep me out of trouble for a little bit. And it's not that I don't like it that low, but obviously it's like I was scraping on everything. Well, I'll show you guys my driveway. It was toasted. This is my driveway ever since I got the car. Just destroyed my exhaust. I had to rebuild the exhaust on it like twice. Done like this. Cool little teardrop upswept tip with like a little merge collector and shit. Just made that up, so yeah, it's sort of coolish. But yeah, I mean, for now it's a bit better, but we'll see how we go. Alright guys, so that's me pretty much done for the day. I didn't film a lot of what I actually did, but I will show you the outcome of, actually I did some painting on the car. My partner was nice enough to go and grab some paint for me and stuff. And yeah, well, I had actual whole bunch of spare paint chilling around, but I just had to get clear coat. So, and then yeah, rat tested negative, so I mean, it is what it is. I'm feeling pretty good, but still work wants me to isolate, so yeah, it's a bit shit. But I'll show you what I did anyway. Right. So if you go back to the start of the video, you'll notice the whole bar is actually black. So I'll zoom in for you. Well, it was actually black, not anymore. And that insert in the grill just there was black. But I've actually painted all of it, got it all color matched. Actually came up pretty good, to be honest with you. A few little bits here and there, but it really like suits the actual accents of the car along there, sort of. So it worked out a lot better, and I reckon it looks really good. I'm really happy with it, but it's still sitting a fair bit higher in the front now, so I'm not scraping on as much stuff. But I'm probably gonna see if I can upgrade to some 16s